Just got to the garage to go for a bike ride. Bike wasn't turning on. Well, the lights, even the ignition lights didn't come up, and obviously it's super weak. It was fine last week, and this is just the weather. But then again, the weather changing, and then again hasn't been ridden for a little while. This is the problem, guys. We need to keep riding, hey? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I woke up early, got myself ready to go for a bike ride. I thought, you know what, I haven't given enough love to my CB 1000R, so I'm going to go for a nice ride to a cafe a little bit far from where I live, just to get some good miles and enjoy the horsepower that my CB 1000R provides, and you know, have a bit of fun for a Sunday morning. But my dreams were crushed as I got to the garage. So this is something that happened to me previously, and I thought, you know what, perfect time to do a video and address this issue. So as many of you probably have the same problem, when the winter comes or the weather starts getting a bit colder, the battery fails. And there could be many reasons for that, you know, either the weather, the battery is old, or you know, you haven't been doing enough riding to recharge it, or you have a tracker on your bike, which I do, and that changes everything. So obviously the tracker has to be on to track it, so it just very slowly drains the battery. Now the interesting thing is, it never happened to me during the summertime. Even if I went on holidays, left the bike for a few weeks, came back, the bike started just like that. But today it didn't, and I was really, you know, upset, let's just say that, because just last week it looked like it was working. I should have turned it on, but anyway, live and learn, right? So what I want to talk to you about is battery chargers, or optimizers, or oximisers actually. So I actually got this. This is the Oximiser 3X, and when I bought, and I don't know if it's still the case, it was one of the best ones, if not the best Oximiser in the market. Now, the reason for that is you can charge lead acid or lithium batteries, you can charge car batteries, bike batteries, pretty much everything, and it does everything automatically. So you just plug it in and you'll figure out what to do. If it figure out if it needs to recover, charge, maintain it, so you can leave it on in your garage or whatever, you can do it. And it tells you if the battery is strong, weak. So basically it analyzes the battery when you connect it, and it tells you if it's good or bad, and then it goes through the phases. And these are the phases that it goes through. Let me see if I can first. Can you see it? Now this sounds all good, and there's other people who reviewed it and they're really happy with it. Now I'm not. And the simple reason is, when I connect, I don't know if it's a faulty one or what it is, when I connected to my battery this morning, it just wasn't charging. I'll show you in a minute when I plug it in again. It tells me the voltage, and the voltage is really low, and usually they say if it is this low, like 3.5 volts, it's pretty much gone. And so a couple of years ago, this is what happened to my lead acid battery, and I thought, you know, it was the right opportunity to buy a new battery. I bought the lithium one, and then I bought this. So I bought this actually first, and it didn't charge, it just wouldn't do anything. So I bought the battery, replaced it, and happy days. But then last winter it happened the same thing, even though I had this on, and it just wouldn't charge. It doesn't tell me the amps going in, so it tells me the voltage, but it doesn't do anything. So I have no idea, and I got a bit cross with this, and I thought it was time to invest in something else. So the one I bought is the OptiMate, and this is one of the best brands you can buy for battery chargers, Oximisers. And you know, I had to do a little bit of research, because obviously I wasn't happy with my Oxford one. And then what I found out after doing a lot of digging, a lot of reviews, especially the guys from OptiMate have a lot of videos on YouTube and tell you a little bit about them. Now, this one is slightly different than my previous one, my Oxford one. This is solely focused for lithium batteries. I don't know if you can see the details here, but yeah. So and I think maybe that's the reason why it actually might be better, because instead of this one fits all and doesn't really do a good job, I think maybe this one, because it's focused for the purpose of recovering and charging your lithium battery, might do the job. So I got this, and they say is, you know, even if the battery is damaged, like is really low, like 3.5, you should restore it. And you know, bring it back from the dead is something that not always happens to batteries, but I'm willing to give it a go. But yeah, let me unpack and fit it on the bike, and let's see if it actually charges. So let's go and do that. Let's do the unboxing, right? And again, shouldn't be a lot to unbox, as it is the charger or Oximiser, and it has like a couple of cables. One to connect to the battery, so you have access to the battery without removing the seat or any other part, and that's one of the best bits of it. And then it has the normal cables, yeah, so this is what it includes. Can you have a look? Yeah, so see the manual. I don't know if anyone reads it. I only do when things go wrong. So this is it. Let's have a look. See if I don't drop anything other than the rubbish. So these are the cables that comes in, and these look very short. They don't look that long. Then the charger, and it has here. Can you see these bits? So you can actually, and it has at the bottom, so you can actually screw it against a piece of wood or the wall, so it just stays there. That's probably something I'll be doing. Now this cable looks pretty long, maybe 2 meters or so, and this is the one that's the really useful one, because it has the connectors here, yep, and for the plug, and it's waterproof. It's really nice. It's actually nicer than the Oxford one, and I'll show you a comparison. And then obviously these ones to connect to the positive and negative terminals on your battery. And it has something really interesting. Can you see the connector? So this is, depending on the size of your connectors on the bike, or screws, you might have to break that piece off. But if it's the right size, you leave it. If it's not, if you need a bit more space to put it through the screw, you take it off. So you know, it's well thought, and it has a 15 amp fuse. Now this one doesn't have a digital screen, an LCD screen like my Oxford one, which it really helps. You know, tells me if something's happening, and at the moment it tells me it's not doing nothing. But at least it has a screen. This doesn't, but because it's meant to be such a good one, and I actually believe that this will do the job. So I'm gonna plug it in, and this has some lights here, some LEDs. They'll turn on, and they will tell me what is going on. So I'll probably have to look at the manual to see what they actually mean. But it should be good to go. So let's fit this, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about these connectors, because you'll see on my bike I have already 2 connectors, one for my Keis heater jacket and one for my Oxford battery, and I have one cable going through the left, one through the right, and it's too many connections on the battery. I don't want to remove the cables. I want to make everything a little bit neat, so I might have a fix for that, and I'll tell you a little bit further on the video. So let's go get the bike in the garage, take the seat, take the battery, well, not take the battery, unplug things from the battery and connect, and then we'll figure out as well. A lot of people don't know, I didn't really know, to be honest, and which battery cable to remove first, and which one to put it back in when you're reconnecting the battery. So let's go and do this now. Actually, before we do that, just a quick comparison. This is how they look. So, and this one actually is quite nice because it comes with a little bracket that you can put on the wall. I'll see if I find it, but you can put it anywhere really, it doesn't have to be a wall, and you can slot it in and it stays there. This one, once you screw it in, you have to unscrew it to take this off. So I wish they had a bracket for this, would make things easier if you want to remove it, take with you somewhere when you're traveling. Anyway, let's go and have a look. So, obviously positive and negative, and what's been advised to do here is always remove the negative first, so you don't, there's no discharge, nothing happens to the computer or other modules on the bike. So that's what they advise you to do first, always. And you can see that I have the cables here, and this one is for my keys, and it's a very long cable, and I go around here. Where is it? Goes here, and there you go, and there's the connector. So I'm gonna have to, I want to see what do I have to do here. And this one, this cable that I'll move from here, is for the Oximiser. So you can see here, and now you can see the connection here. You see, it's not as good as the one from so it's not as good as the one from OptiMate. Can you see? It's so much easier to put. This is like a silicone. This one just feels. This, can you see the quality? It's just very different. Look, doesn't feel like it closes properly. This one has a lip here that covers everything. I feel more reassured when I do this one, to be honest. Although this one seems to also be okay. It just doesn't give. This also has the lip, but I don't know. It's just this is minor things like the quality on the materials and the connectors. That just seems like. In this connector, you can see. I don't know if you can see that the one of the pins has gone in a little bit as well. It's just small things like that. This one that will never get that damaged or damaged that easily. So small things like that really make a difference when you're looking for parts for your bike. So what we're going to do is replace that, and I want to see if there's any way I can also get rid of this cable. Now you'll see that this one for the keys is very different than this one, right? But I think I have a solution, because a few months ago I actually ordered something especially for that. So this is it. So this is the power supply lead to OptiMate SAE connector. So this is what I was talking about, and I bought this because what this does is has the connector. Oh, come on. So it has this connector here. I don't know if you can see it there in more detail. It has this connector that will go on this one, like so. Should do. Yeah. And then from there it goes to here, to this one, which is the Keis connector. So basically it replaces that one. So the only thing I wish they did is they actually made something that will go straight from the jacket to this one, because now this is going to extend the cable that I carry with me on the jacket, which is slightly annoying, but at least I only have one of these plugs coming from the battery, so there's no lot of fiddling. It should be straightforward. This already comes with a 50 amp fuse, and it's nice and sealed. So let's fit this, and then I'll have this one to connect, so I can actually get rid of this one. So I can get rid of the Oxford cable, the Keis cable, and just have one to rule them all. Boom. So what do I need to do here? Let's go this. Now, one of the things that you need to really be careful taking the screws off the battery, for the simple reason that happened to me many times. And once, you know, is when you start removing the screw, and you take the whole thing, and it falls down inside this bracket on the bike, and it's so hard to get to because there's some, you know, really tight places that it can fall into, and then that's it, it's gone. Unless you spend a lot of time trying to find it, and it's a pain. And I've gone through that, so please, if you are taking the screws off, make sure you catch them or you hold them as you're unscrewing, because if they fall, it is a pain to find them again. So guys, after I would say half an hour easily looking for the bloody screw, it fell right into the bottom of this section of this bracket, and honestly there's no way to get a hold of it. I couldn't even see it with a torch, nothing, I could not see it. Had to take quite a few parts out, disconnect a lot of cables, and finally I got it. And actually I found a few more bits from the bike that were there, a few more screws or nuts. I can't wait to put this back on and be done with it, because it shouldn't have taken me this long. Obviously I jinx it by saying on camera this should be straightforward, and if the screw falls, I'll stop. Obviously I didn't, because too stubborn for something like that. Actually, let's use a better word. I'm persistent. Hey, that's much better. So let's go finishing off, and now I'm gonna have to be super careful. And this is the thing, guys, something that literally should have taken me 10 minutes because of the bloody screws and nuts. It took me much longer, and something that, you know, please, when you do this, be more careful with the screws and nuts, because otherwise you're going to end up doing what I did, wasting a lot of your precious time getting a hold of it. But at least I got to know a little bit more of the bike, and you know, I'm more and more comfortable with the bike, so I'm more comfortable disconnecting things because I know where they go. I understand a little bit more since I've been working on my other project, which is the Super Dream project, and the bike is been stripped down quite a bit. So yeah, so you know, you get more comfortable as the time goes. The more you know about the bike, the more comfortable you are to disassemble and put it back together. And you know, it's fun, but obviously sometimes can be a bit annoying when you're trying to get things done, especially for this video. Okay, so battery's back on, and let's put these nuts back in. Let me get the cable, which is here. Okay, so the cable, need to figure out how I'm gonna bring in the cable, so I might be doing something like this, but let's connect it first. So I'm gonna put this somewhere neatly here, and then this will come through there. Is there enough? What can I do? Maybe I can put it like how I used to, like this. That's alright here. It's kind of nice and hidden, but I can get a hold of it quite easily. And I keep on that side just because my heater jacket is going to go on that side too, and hopefully in this one. Is there any other hole that I can? Oh, I found a spot. Well, I don't know if I can put it through. Okay, no. Would have been nice though if I put it through here. Alright then, so here it is. It's not going to be bent because before I had the cable going through here, and obviously with the seat going there, it was marking slightly. It wasn't too bad, but you know, you don't want any issues. So okay guys, so everything is back in, everything is connected, no missing bolts, no missing screws, just dirty fingers, and lost about half an hour of or more than that actually, because previously I spent about 10 minutes looking for the other nut. Anyway, everything is done. I'm gonna plug in the new Oximiser by OptiMate. Gonna plug it in, and we're gonna see. It's a plug and play. You don't need to, there's no buttons, nothing to do. You literally plug in, and this device will figure out what's going on, and it will start doing its job. That should be it. I think there's a hook you can buy for this, so it just hooks onto the handlebar. I don't know if that's the best way to have it, but this. So again, this is literally only for lithium battery, and let's see, what does it say? So can you see? These are the indicators, and I thought it was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it goes like this. Anyway, so let's see how it charges. Okay, guys. So this is the next morning, and I'm checking, and what does it say? Battery fully charged, and this I believe is maintaining. Let's have a quick look at the manual. What does it say? Yeah, light 5 means maintaining, light 1 means AC power. So it's getting the power in, as you can see, and it's fully charged. This is awesome. So I actually don't have the keys now, but I'll give it a go a bit later to try it on, see if okay guys, so I didn't come to the bike since the last time. It's been a few days now. I just checked, the battery's still maintaining. I've disconnected now the charger, and let's give it a go. Yeah, the light has come on, as you can see there. Everything is looking good, so let's give it a go. Straight away, that was like such a good start. Yeah, great. I'm so happy with this. So definitely guys, this is the one to get. I'm extremely happy with this. I would definitely recommend, and yes, so as you can see, this one actually charged the previous one, the Oxford Optimiser 3X didn't, which I was really disappointed. And you know what, I don't want to be removing the battery to bring it home to charge just so I can charge the battery. It's a bit silly. This is the way it should be, and I'm going to leave it connected now just to maintain, because I don't know when I'm going to be doing the next ride, and with the tracker on as well is the best way. Is just to keep it maintaining. So guys, this is the video. So this is the new OptiMate Oximiser for lithium batteries. So it doesn't have to be the CB1000 now. It's for any battery. Again, on their website you can go in, put your bike, and then they will check the battery that comes in, or you can put the battery type, and then you'll find the right charger. This was cheaper than Oximiser by Oxford, but again, the Oximiser by Oxford does a few more things. There's an LCD screen. I think it is pretty good, but I don't know if, you know, it doesn't seem to recover the battery at all, unless you take it back inside the house and charge it. And I've done that once, but again, that's not going to fix the problem. I want something that will recover and maintain the battery in the garage. So every time I want to go and ride, especially during the winter times, I know the bike will start. I hope this video was useful. It's not much of a review because it's the first time I'm having heard it, but it has extremely good reputation, this brand OptiMate. They have a lot of chargers for every single type of battery, a lot of adapters, lots of compatibility with other accessories you may have on your motorcycle. Anyway, this is the video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. See you in the next one. Bye.